And jump right into class. We're going to find extended child's pose. Feet together, knees as wide as feels comfortable. Go ahead, stretch your arms out in front of you, nice and long. Resting the forehead down. We're just going to stay here for a few breaths. Allowing your shoulders to soften away from the ears, maybe a slight bend in the elbow. Taking a couple breaths. Check in with your jaw. Maybe open and close, and relax your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Feel free to move just a little bit side to side. You can rock your forehead on the floor. You let your hips rock on top of your feet. And let this rocking start to bring your hands over towards the right corner and right side. Taking a couple breaths there as you pause. Breathe into that left side of the body. And switching hands, walking towards the left corner. Breathe in the right side of the body. And bringing the hands out in front of us, coming forward to tabletop. Straightening out the spine, taking a few rounds cat and cow. So we inhale, arching, lifting chin and chest. As we exhale, curve, pressing the ground away. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Through a few more. Coming back to tabletop. From here, we'll step the left toes just straight behind us, keeping them on the ground, opening that right hand high. As you take this twist, you can start to roll the wrist. A few big sweeping arm circles. And reverse. Bring that right hand down. We're just going to spin open. So press that left heel, kick that right foot out. We're going to come all the way up to a gate post. So laying on that right knee as we send the right arm overhead, looking up or maybe even down. Gently returning our right hand back to our mat. Little modified side plank, just opening that left side. Maybe reaching behind us. Spinning back forward to tabletop. We're just switching out. So right toe straight back. Easy twist with the left hand. Start in the wrist. Take a few circles. Sweeping arm circle. And reverse. Bring that left hand back down. We'll spin the right heel. Then open, coming up to our gate pose. Left arm overhead. Looking up, maybe looking down. And bring that left hand back down. Just easy modified side plank. Right arm is reaching straight up. Maybe a little bit behind us to open the chest. And returning back to our tabletop, we'll tuck our toes, first down dog, pressing up and back, seeing some petals and alternating in the heel. Our next inhale, we're just going to shift forward, finding our high plank. Press out through both feet, long spine, and sending our hips up and back, down dog. You know the knees can bend. We'll shift forward, high plank. Again, lift the hips up, taking our down dog. 2 more, shift forward, high plank, keeping our spine lifted. Pressing back, down dog. Last one, high plank. And hips up, down dog. And bring the feet all the way up to the hands. Nice wide stance. Right dog. Grab for elbows. Continue to hang over. Feel free to move the arms, switching it up. Maybe nodding our head yes. Shaking it no. Letting the hands release back down, bringing the feet closer. You can find a little touching in the feet, or they can stay separated. Knees bent, chin to chest, and slowly rolling up 1 vertebrae at a time. When you come all the way up to stand, taking shoulders up and back, you circle. Pressing down through the feet. Just inhale, mountain, reaching out and up, lengthen the spine, lift tall. Then exhale, just hold and breathe, relaxing the shoulders, elbows soft. Inhale, think of lengthening the spine. And then exhale, we're gonna come up and over to our right side. Inhale, mountain, standing tall. Exhale to the left, up and over. Inhale, stand tall. Forward fold, knees can bend, chest leads. Halfway lift, think of a high plank or tabletop, long, flat stomach. As we fold, left foot back, low lunge. Just bring that left knee down. Hands can stay on the mat or come up to that right knee, just lifting the chest. Drawing our right hip back. And releasing our hands, just lift that left knee, finding our low lunge. Step back to high plank, press through the feet. Our next exhale from knees or toes all the way down. Inhale, cobra, lengthen the spine, lift. Release, tabletop or high plank. Let everything lift up first, then stretch back down, dog. Again, inhale, bring those feet up, forward fold. Take our halfway lift, long spine. Release as we exhale. Inhale, mountain, rise up, reverse that swan dive, reach tall. To your left, up and over. Inhale, stand tall. To the right. Inhale, tall, forward fold. At the bottom, halfway lift. As we release, right foot back, low lunge. Right knee down, hands can stay or come to the left leg. Drawing left hip back. Release the hands, make sure that right knee lifts long first. Step back, finding high plank. On our exhale, all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Release, use our inhale to come up together. And then send the hips up, down dog. Inhale, come up, forward fold. Halfway lift. And release as we exhale. Inhale, mountain, stand tall, reach up. This time at the top, open that right arm, keeping hips square towards the front. Reach back up. And switch, opening the left arm, hips stay forward. Reaching back up. Chair plane, knees bend, sweep back. Find that right thumb, hand on top. Shoulders roll down, knuckles reaching towards the feet. And then take your forward fold with that chest expansion. Hands to our low back as they slide down the legs. Taking our left foot back, low lunge. And knee down. This time hands can come to the knee or reach up towards the ceiling. Little crescent moon. Use the hands, lift that left knee long first. Step back, high plank. Flow your chaturanga, knees or toes. Taking your cobra. Release. Come back to down dog. Full breath. One more, feet up, forward fold. Halfway lift. Release. Mountain stand tall, reach up. Hips forward, open the left arm. Reaching back up. Switch, open right. Reach back up, chair plane, sweep as we bend the knees. Left thumb on top. Shoulders roll down, knuckles reach towards the feet. Then taking our forward fold with chest expansion. Hands low back, slide down the legs. Release our right foot, slow lunge. Knee down, hands to the knee, or reach up, full crescent moon. Hands down, lengthen out that right knee first. Step back, high plank. Flow your chaturanga, knees or toes. Maybe this time you take a full up dog. Finding our way back to down dog. Take a breath. We're going to send those right legs and toes out and up, stretching out. Bend the knee, draw to our nose. One more, reaching those right legs out and up. Knee to nose, bring it through, low lunge. Spin that left heel down, warrior two, opening up. Let those shoulders stack overhead. Take a couple bends and straightens in that right knee. Pressing down out through both feet, reaching equally front to back. Left hand to our low back, lifting our right arm, reversing warrior. You can look up, maybe you can look down. Relaxing that right shoulder. Our next breath, extending side angle. You can keep that half bind as we just reach that right arm forward and down. And we think of pressing that right leg open to turn the chest. And then unwind that left arm and then reach that bicep all the way towards the ear. And come up, reversing triangle, stretching that right knee, right arm lifting tall. And then hands cartwheel all the way to our low lunge. Step back, finding high plank. Legs can stay separated or zip. Side plank, facing that left side. So left arm back up towards the ceiling. Maybe try to draw that bicep towards your ear again. Hold here if you want to try to float that left leg. Long spine for 5. High plank in 4, 3, 2. Slowly release, finding our high plank first. Hips high, down dog. Inhale, float those left toes, left leg stretching up. Bend the knee to nose, curve. One more like that, stretch out and up. Knee to nose, low lunge. Right heel spins down, coming up and open, warrior 2. Then straighten that left knee, readjust the feet, the arms. Think shoulders right over hips, not leaning in either direction. Settling into the legs. Right hand low back half thumb. Left palm starts to lift up, reversing warrior. Relaxing that left shoulder, look up or down. Keeping that half bind, extend side angle, reaching down and down. Taking that bottom arm, pressing the knee open to turn the chest slightly. Right arm releasing, drawing bicep towards the ear, reach long. We'll stretch that left leg as we come up, reversing triangle, fully stretching out. Hands cartwheel to our front foot, low lunge. Finding high plank. Again, legs together, separated. Spin the heels down. We're gonna open face that right side, side plank. Maybe draw top arm by your ear. Maybe you float that top leg. Long spine for 5, 4, high plank in 3, 2, and 1. Finding our high plank first. Press straight back to down dog. Inhale, bring those feet all the way up, forward fold. Take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Knees bend, coming to chair, hips low, reach up. Take that open twist, setting our right arm back. In chair, notice if the knees misalign. Try to square them to the front. Keep those hips square. Unwind, back to chair. And open, switching, send that left arm back. Check in with the knees, check in with the hips. Weights towards our heels. Come back to chair. Standing all the way up. Goal post the arms, hips forward, baby backward. Stretching back up, reach tall, forward fold. Taking a halfway lift. You can find your plank and hold or flow a chaturanga, high to low, cobra or up dog. Keep those knees lifted. Finding our down dog, stretching long. And inhale, right leg up. Knee to nose. Reaching back up. Step through low lunge. Warrior 2, spin down, opening up. Left hand half bind, lifting up, reversing warrior. Extending side angle, out and down. Opening the chest. Bicep to our ear. Stretch up, reversing triangle, reach up. Hands cartwheel front foot, low lunge. Now listen, bring that left knee down, coming into our half split, setting the length back. Turning full, front toes can lift. Gently starting to shift back to the front, finding our crescent moon, reaching the arms high. Then hands into heart center, twisting the spine to the right first. Then we can lean forward a little bit. Elbow can connect to the knee. From here, tuck those back toes. We're going to keep our twist. See if we can press the foot into the floor. Start to lift that left knee off the mat. Pulling the right hip back, left hip forward. Bring those hands down. Step back, finding our high planks. Hold here. Sending our hips right up into down dog. Inhale, left toes, reach up. And then knee to nose. One more like that, reach up. Bring it through, low lunge. Heel down, warrior two. Right hand half bind, reversing warrior. Extending side angles. Down and open. Bicep towards the ear, reach through that right arm. Stretch up, reverse triangle. Hands cartwheel all the way to our front foot, low lunge. Tap that right knee down, half splits, lengthen the hips back as we pull. And from this half split, shifting back forward, finding our crescent moon, so lifting chest and arms high. Then hands to heart center first, twisting to the left. Then we can lean forward, elbow connecting to the knee, left hip back, right hip drawing forward. Tuck the back toes first, just pressing out through both feet. Long spine as we start to lift that right knee, try to stretch out. And unwind, release, finding our high plank. Press right back into down dog, stretching out. Bringing feet up to our hands, forward fold. Take a halfway lift. And fold. Inhale, chair, knees soft, reaching the arms high. Open twist, send that right arm back. See if we can start to just lift our left toes and our left heel here. And start to come all the way up to stand, keeping that twist as we draw our right knee down, left knee towards our chest. Unwind just the arms, finding a one-leg mountain balance, reaching top. Start to move towards our airplane, kicking that left heel long, fingertips reach out, head forward. Bending our right knee, left toes and heels step behind us, finding a warrior one. So hips stay square to the front. Maybe feet a little bit wider, hips are low, reaching the arms high. Here, interlacing right thumb on top, straightening out both legs first. Shoulders down, reaching knuckles. And rebending our right knee. Top of the head, fingertips can come forward, humble warrior. Allowing hands to rest at our low back as they slide down the legs to the inside of our right foot. We'll take a wide, low lunge. So you can take this as more of a runner's lunge. Walk that right foot out. Maybe you tap that left knee down, maybe you stay lifted. Getting some opening in the hips. If you want to bend that left knee, you reach that right arm back, finding the quad stretch. Where we are in the hips, we'll begin to bring that right foot back into the center, lifting that left knee, turn into your wide forward fold. Feel free to hang out here, or you can take this into a side lunge, bend the knees, turn the heels in towards the middle, toes to the corners. And start to shift and rebend over to that left leg, stretching out the right. Hands can stay down. You want to reach them forward, maybe find a deeper stretch. Whether we're in a side lunge or a wide forward fold, we're going to turn back to the front, bring the feet together, knees soften, inhale, chair, lifting the hip. An open twist, sending our left arm back. Start to lift that right heel, maybe right toe. Come all the way up to straighten, bring our right knee towards our chest. Unwind the arms, reaching tall. Airplane, keeping that heel behind us. Fingertips, top of the head, reaching out. Bending our knee, right toes and heels, drop down, hips staying forward. Warrior one, maybe walk the feet out. Reaching tall first. Bring that left thumb on top, straightening the legs as the fingers and arms reach down. And rebending our left knee, top of the head can come forward, humble warrior. Again, hands to low back, they'll slide down to the inside of our left foot. Bending a wide low lunge, working towards maybe your runner's lunge. And if you want to bring that knee down, or you can stay lifted, or you can add in your quad stretch, with that left shoulder back. Yeah, whatever lunge version we're in, bring that left foot into the center. We'll lift that right knee and start to turn to your wide forward fold. Again, staying in that wide forward fold, or if you're side lunging, bend the knees, heels towards the middle, toes to the corner. You can shift and bend over just into the right leg as we stretch out the left. Maybe the hands are down, maybe they reach out a little bit in front of us. Whether we're in our side lunge or that wide forward fold, start to turn back to the front. Bringing our feet together. From here, just crouch and curl, nose to knees, grounding our spine. Go ahead, take a seat. We're going to come to a long bound angle pose. So soles the feet together, but really straighten out the knees as much as we can, but still keeping those feet together, sitting up nice and tall on both hips. Just lengthening the spine. And then from here, we're going to think roof of our mouth and top of our head, reaching out long, trying to keep our back long and our chest broad. Reaching at the hips, and then we can slowly start to fold. Arms can rest even on top of the leg or beside them as we fold, allowing the chin to tuck in towards the chest slightly. And take a couple easy half circles, rolling from one ear to the chest over towards the other ear. Check in if we're clenching the jaw. Now you can continue to stay here. This helps open up the low back and sacrum. Another version, just sitting back up, maybe about halfway or all the way, and just allow those feet to separate and think of your shins staying parallel towards each other, the knees staying bent, and then you can refold. Giving ourselves just a couple more breaths here. Slowly sit ourselves back up. Go ahead and tuck that left leg in. We're going to take that right leg up and across. Squeezing that right knee up towards our chest. Easy twist over the right shoulder. Off the spine. Gently unwind that twist over the left shoulder. Coming back to the middle, a couple options. If the legs feel okay and you want to fold chest over right here as the legs are. If it feels better, you can stack your ankles and your knees. Thinking of shins parallel towards the side as you fold. If neither of those options feel great, you can take this onto your back real quick, finding a figure four, or even keep those knees crossing and draw them in towards your chest as you're on your back. Same thing, whether we're seated or on our back. Couple more breaths. You can continue to stay on your back to take a right hamstring stretch. And seated, you can just unwind, stretch that right leg out in front as you take a half hamstring stretch here. If you're on your back, keeping that left knee bent as you stretch out that right side, just focusing only on that right leg, on that right hamstring. Making our way back up to a seat. Even if you're on your back, go ahead, find your way up. Plant those feet, just let both knees and hips windshield wiper. And then we'll tuck that right foot in, let the left leg cross over, lifting up tall through our spine so we can take our twist. Draw that knee close as we roll and open to the left. Unwind and counter over the right shoulder. Coming back to the center again, we'll refold over the legs on this side. Legs can stay and chest comes down. Taking your version onto your back. And if you want more of figure four, you want to stack the legs seated. And whether we are seated or on our backs, moving into that left hamstring, taking that left leg out, in that fold. Especially if we're on our back, keep the right knee bent so you can just focus on that left leg. Whether we are seated or on our backs, making our way up to a seat. Go ahead, take a moment once you're seated to stretch out the legs. Take a moment, maybe windshield wiper the knees. And find your way to a tabletop for just a moment. Finding a nice long spine, then tuck your toes. Sink your hips towards your heels. Walk your hands in towards the feet. Try to maintain a long spine even as your chin draws to your chest. Keep that spine long, chest towards the legs. As our heels touch the floor, so we can straighten out the knees a little bit. Keeping our head heavy, relaxing shoulders, jaw, knees soft. And slowly starting to roll up. Maybe even let the hands kind of walk up the legs a little bit. One vertebrae at a time. Take it super slow. And then start to straighten out the legs without moving anything else. Tall spine, take the shoulders up and back. Relax those arms down. Let your eyes close for a moment. Let's just take one big breath here. Full inhale. And exhale. Great work, everybody. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time. Stay well.